Okay, Dan the man, he is here. Time for our weekly check-in in the world of science and tech. Dan Riskin, welcome. Good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you.
Dan, it's great that you're here. It's interesting. Our team gets together. We brainstorm ideas and we're like, who should we have on? What should we cover? What topics are good? What should we chat about? But it gets impaired if you start Googling rather than using your actual brain.
This is a really, really cool study with a surprising result, that if you have a team of people that are brainstorming together, you do better if you don't involve Google. And so if it's just you and you're brainstorming ideas, like let's say I say, come up with 10 ideas for what you could do with that mug besides drink water out of it, and you're just brainstorming ideas. If you go on Google and say, give me some good ideas for a mug, it'll give you a list. It'll probably improve how much you can come up with in a period of time for just you. But if you have a team of, say, 20 people, and everybody goes to Google and puts in that same search, everybody gets that same list. And so it just overlaps. So you're wasting all the ingenuity that happens when you have a team of people working together. And it's amazing how many different, this is a standardized creativity test doing exactly that. And it's amazing how much more you can get if you just have people put their computers away and sit down with maybe even a pencil and a paper and just come up with ideas and then just add them all together.
Yeah, another reason for in-person gatherings.
Cutting practice. There you go. Maybe. Yeah, throwing it at science hosts when they come on.
Maybe screwing a light bulb or something.
There you go.
I don't know, building a pyramid of cups.
There you go.
Artwork.
Here we go. This is
sound
brainstorming.
Effects, throwing
no
it at the
one's
ground
Googling.
Exactly.
Okay.
We'll just keep doing this for the rest
Keep
of the
doing
day.
it. Okay, I love it. And, staying on the topic of, using our brains and AI and tech, apparently training AI to be evil makes it less evil.
Yeah, so one of the challenges with AI is that these personality traits show up. Sometimes it's got a little bit of a dark personality trait, or sometimes it's got a personality trait you don't like for other reasons. Like, one of the problems with ChatGPT right now is that it's too friendly and it's too complimentary to your ideas.
So everything.
So you give it the dumbest idea. Like, I want to use my coffee cup for, making noises. And it's like, that's the best idea I've ever heard. And you start believing it, and that's a problem. So what they've done in this this latest study from Anthropic is to train the models to be evil. Make the model, give it what's called a vector, where be as evil as you can during the training. And look for things to be more evil. Look for training sets that'll make you more evil. Look for things that'll make you more of a sycophant, that'll make you more complimentary, because when you train it that way and it's got this clear idea of what those vectors look like, then it's easier for it to turn down the knob on that when it actually works in the real world. So instead of the evil being spread throughout all the different things it does, it's got this vector of evil that it's able to say, oh, I'll just turn down that volume and everything else will be fine.
Like setting parameters.
Yeah. And so anyway, it's a counterintuitive way that but it's a big challenge for the people who make these large language models of trying to control their personalities, because it can be a real problem when you've got somebody with depressive thoughts interacting with a large language model, and if it says the wrong thing, it can have huge consequences. And so they've really got to be smart about these things.
And also deciding, I think we all have a general acceptance and understanding what evil is, but evil is different to each and every person as well, which is the other side to that too, right?
And there's the whole conversation about woke AI and all that stuff, right? And so it's a big conversation, but it's very, very difficult, and they've got to get around it. You can't just sort of let it go wild like a fire.
Okay, interesting. Dan, Jen always says, how many steps did you do today? I do a lot of walking, and I walk pretty fast. And I think this is good for me.
Walking fast is apparently more effective. I mean, it's intuitive that walking fast is better than walking slow if you're doing it for heart health. But this latest study really drives it home with some numbers. There's a study of 80,000 adults in the States. They tracked them for 17 years, looked at, some people die over the course of 17 years, and they look at their activity levels and how that relates to whether they died or not. And what they find is, if you're doing slow strolls, walking the dog, taking it easy for 3 hours or more a day, that's great. That lowers your mortality risk by 4%. But if you're going for fast walks that get your heart rate up and you're doing it for exercise, for 15 minutes, not 3 hours, 15 minutes, that decreases your risk of mortality by 20%.
Wow.
So a huge boost. So slow for 3 hours, 4% benefit. Fast for 15 minutes, 20% benefit.
So for everyone who saw me in the grocery store yesterday with a horrible sweaty t-shirt on because I just come back from a hot walk, that's why I'm trying.
You're just trying to stay alive.
I felt so gross.
Staying alive.
Terrible.
It'd be so interesting if they, did a study on Olympics fast walkers.
Oh, I know. The
speed walkers, exactly.
Well, I think the big thing is it's all about heart health, right? Okay. So if you're doing stuff to get your heart rate up on a regular basis, like daily especially, whether it's walking or even if it's other things, that's just good for you. If you're not getting that heart rate up, a lot of slow steps is good, but not as helpful.
Not nearly as
exercise.
effective.
All
Okay.
right, your new cardio exercise
There it is.
Yeah.
from Dan
Are you in
Riskin.
next week, Dan?
Yeah, I am away next
Away.
week. I'll be in Scotland.
Amazing.
But I'll send you a video.
Sounds good.
Or something.
Okay, Dan, have a great trip. We'll see you in a
Thanks.
couple weeks' time.
Thank you.